Hi everyone, it's me Jen from I'm Just Like You, and today I have a review for you guys on the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Now a lot of you guys actually requested for this. I was hesitant to do this just because this is such an expensive foundation, but let me tell you guys, I've had a very long relationship with this foundation. Not a really good long relationship, if you know what I mean. So basically a year ago I really wanted to love this because everyone and their mom on YouTube have talked about how amazing this foundation is. So I wanted to see what's the hype. I really wanted to know, okay, you know, what it makes this worth $69, $68, $65. That's ridiculous for a foundation in my opinion, but I wanted to try it. So a year ago I went and bought it. I couldn't find a color match, but I tried to find like the closest color match. It was like a 5.25 or something like that, 5.5 or something like that. And it just didn't work. I brought it home, I used it, it just didn't work for me. I didn't see any greatness to it, and it was too sheer in my opinion and everything. So I was like, you know what, this is going back to the store. And then a couple months after that, there was like a promo and I got a $50 gift card. So I was like, okay, let me go check it out. Still tried it out, couldn't find a color match, was just ugh. So you guys, recently I went back and I was like, you know what, I really need to try this because all the celebrities talk about how great it is. They use it for their wedding days, they use it for the red carpet. There has to be something that I'm missing out on. So I went back and wow, they have a color that actually matches me. They came out with a color that was in between the two colors that I couldn't match to, and this is the 5.75. It matched my NC30 skin perfectly. It is a little bit lighter in my opinion, but it works, especially with me bronzing up my skin with a bronzer. So the color, perfect. So basically, now that I've actually been trying it for over 6 weeks now, I felt like I can do a review for you guys. So first of all, this is the foundation, and you get 1 fluid ounce like any other foundations, and there is a pump to it. Now, Luminous Silk Foundation is supposed to make your skin look luminous. I thought it was going to make my skin look very dewy, but overall I felt like it didn't make my skin over wet looking. It just really makes the skin look like there is some light underneath that makes the skin look very healthy and glowy, and really helps any skin that is feeling or looking dull. If you are a type of person that likes your skin to look very matte, I think you would still like this foundation. It does set to a very satin-like finish, so I think it's very workable for anyone that likes really dewy skin to just wanting your skin to look like skin. So with this foundation, I felt like when I first tried it on, I didn't felt like there was any wow factor. What I tend to like is usually some foundation that are medium to full coverage, just because when I am wearing foundation, I do want it to cover and I want it to just look very flawless. This foundation, I felt like it was a little sheer, and I did feel like I needed to apply a little bit more in order to get the coverage that I wanted. So that wasn't really a problem because it is buildable. But when I did try to put it on, I felt like it was missing something. What I soon realized is that there wasn't a lot of silicone in the foundation where it would help glide over any texture or any imperfections on the skin. That's what I'm usually used to, so I felt like that is why I didn't love this foundation right off the bat. But because there isn't any silicone, I felt like that's a plus for those who are allergic to silicone or don't like that silicone base. Because there isn't anything that's filling into the texture of your skin, it's not clogging the pores in my opinion. This foundation did not react badly to my sensitive skin. It worked really well. I didn't notice any bumps or any like breakouts because of the foundation. For the longevity of the foundation though, I did notice that I wouldn't think this is something that would last all day long. But if you did use it with the primer, I did notice that it did help prolong the foundation a little bit more. So if you are a bride and you are wanting to use this foundation, I definitely do recommend a primer. My favorite primer at the moment using it with this foundation is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. Perfect foundation for a bridal shoot or just the wedding day itself. It really does help the foundation adhere better. So because there isn't a silicone base, I did notice that the foundation didn't last as long. I would say it probably would last 4 to 6 hours, but for it to look beautiful all 12 hours of a day, I felt like you couldn't really stretch it for that long. It did start to kind of just disappear and degrade a little bit, and it would settle into some of the lines here. So that's what I noticed, but what I really like this foundation for is whenever I wanted to use any of my drugstore foundations, I would pump a little bit of this into the foundation and it made the foundation look absolutely gorgeous. And that is something I feel like is a big plus, just because now I can use my drugstore foundations that usually don't look really great in photos. I can actually pump a little bit of this one into it and it would make the foundation look so great. So a little bit of this goes a long way with my drugstore foundations. So I'm actually saving a lot of money, I feel like, because I'm not going to go through this one as much. But with that said, I felt like now I have actually made all my foundations that I have right now into something that I absolutely love. So that is a big plus. So definitely check it out if you do have the extra money and you do want to splurge on a foundation, and you can actually mix it with other foundations that you have to create that really beautiful look on the skin that will liven it up and make it look healthy. So ultimately, you're probably asking me, do you recommend it? I would only say that it's recommended if you are wanting to find a foundation that's gonna look absolutely gorgeous in photos. I noticed that with this foundation, it really made my skin look absolutely amazing. It made it look like how I would want my skin to look. It looks like it's photoshopped, and there's some type of light underneath the skin that you can't really see. It's very understated, but it makes the skin look gorgeous. So I absolutely love it for photos. I think in flash photography, in any type of photography, this foundation really just blurs your imperfections and make the skin look absolutely stunning. So if you are looking for a foundation that's gonna look beautiful in photography and flash photography, then definitely check this foundation out. But other than that, I really don't see the big hype about it. I mean, not everyone is, behind the camera, in front of the camera all the time. So if you're just looking for a foundation that's just gonna work on the weekends or just every day, this is probably not the foundation I would recommend, just because of the cost, and I don't think there is anything about it that makes it just so wowing. It is still just a foundation in a bottle that has luminosity to it, after all. So overall, I do find that this foundation is good. I am going to keep mine just because I do like it for photos, and I absolutely love it with my L'Oreal True Match, my Bourjois Healthy Mix, as well as a lot of my other foundations that are drugstore. So I'm definitely going to keep it for that, and I like it for my for photos. So I don't know what I would say, okay? I don't know. It's hard for me to recommend something that costs this much when I feel like you can actually just use the MAC strobe cream and mix it into a foundation, and it probably will still give you the same effect, in my opinion. And the primer really makes a big difference. I think this primer mixed into a lot of other foundations, such as the Neutrogena Healthy Skin foundation, that works well, and it makes it look almost the same, in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review and found it helpful. If you've already tried this foundation and you have other thoughts about it, please do share it with me in the comments below. I really like to hear what you guys think, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!